Okay, welcome back everyone. In this video we're just going to have a short introduction or review to different temperature scales. So there's basically three scales that we're going to be concerned with. We're going to be talking about Fahrenheit, Celsius, and Kelvin. Okay. So of course we know some things about these scales. For example, we know the freezing point at Fahrenheit is 32 and the boiling point of water is 212. We know that Celsius, the freezing point, and this is for water, is 0 and the boiling point was set to be 100. And then for Kelvin, we know that the freezing point is approximately 273 and the boiling point is about 373. Now notice one thing is that I don't write a degree for Kelvin. There is no such thing as degrees Kelvin. It's just Kelvin. And that's kind of weird, but that's the way it's set up. So then if you look at the Fahrenheit and Celsius scales, there's a fairly simple way to convert between them. So if you want to go from Fahrenheit to Celsius, the equation that you want to use is that the temperature in Celsius is equal to 5/9 times the temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32. Okay, and if you want to convert back from Celsius to Fahrenheit, it's likewise a pretty simple conversion. The temperature in Fahrenheit is equal to 9/5 of the temperature in Celsius plus 32. Okay, and then the final conversion is if you want to go from Celsius to Kelvin, you just add 273. So the temperature in Kelvin is the temperature in Celsius plus 273, and sometimes we throw in that 0.15. Okay. So as an example, let's look at number 17 on page 361. So go ahead and pause the video and flip open to that page so you can take a look. And so part A of this problem says that the largest temperature drop recorded in the United States in one day occurred in Browning, Montana in 1916, where the temperature went from 7 degrees Celsius all the way down to -49 degrees Celsius. And what we want to do is find the corresponding change on the Fahrenheit scale. So that's part A, and for this we're going to use the equation to convert to Fahrenheit. So the temperature in Fahrenheit is just 9/5 times temperature in Celsius plus 32, and we'll do this first of all for 7 Celsius. And that comes out to about 44.6 Fahrenheit. And if you think about it, you see the signs during the winter or maybe this time of year, 7 Celsius does seem to convert to 44. And now we do the same for -49. And with this, you get an answer that's about -56.2 Fahrenheit. And so the difference between those two if you want to think about this as T final minus T initial, then it's -56 minus 44, and that is approximately a 101 degree Fahrenheit difference in temperature. So that's pretty ridiculous. Now part B of the problem is pretty much the exact same calculation. If you want to check your work, you could try this right now, but this is for the far side of the moon. It says that the average surface temperature is 127 degrees Celsius during the day and -183 Celsius during the night. So what we want to find again is the change in temperature in Fahrenheit. So we want T final minus T initial. And of course, let's say that night is final, day is initial. And if you do this correctly, go ahead and pause right now and try it. And when you're ready to see the answer, you can unpause. If you do this correctly, you should get about 558 degree difference Fahrenheit. That's pretty intense. So that's what happens when you don't have an atmosphere, is you're subject to wild temperature swings like the moon. Okay, so that's all for this time, and we'll see you next time.